Would you like to know how to have a modern menopause business-based conversation at work without feeling weak? Would you like to know exactly what it is that you need to ask for in order for you to hold on to your career? Well, you're in the right place because today we're going to be talking about that very same thing. And this is about understanding exactly what support you need for your particular symptoms to ensure that you hold on to your career. Now, my name's Kate Usher. I'm a menopause coach and change strategist, and I work with women to empower them and enable them to have modern menopause conversations both at home and at work. I also work with managers to enable them to create strategies that are immediately implementable to create female and menopause friendly workplaces. And this book behind me, that's mine too, Your Second Phase. And it's available from all book outlets. So let's get started. Today's video is all about symptoms and what support that you need in order for you to manage it and for you to hold on to your career, because that's what all of this is about. This is about you holding on to your career and also your aspirations for your career. You've worked seriously hard, probably decades worth of hard work by now, in order to get to this position. And you deserve having a conversation in order to keep hold of it, because your career or your job not only is about how it makes you feel, but also it drives so much else. So it drives your earnings, so your lifestyle, the lifestyle of your family potentially, and also your pensions, so your long-term financial well-being. These are very important things that we need to consider as we go through this, and hold on to those ideas when we're feeling uncomfortable. Recognize that's why we're doing this. Okay, so which symptoms do you have? Now, in the previous video, and please go back and watch it, it is about understanding exactly what symptoms you have. Now, as I said, symptoms are unique to you. Your experience is unique to you. And because there is a huge array of variety, and it's as unique as your fingerprint. So, which symptoms did you write down? Which symptoms are the most impactful and impede your ability to do your work? Are you suffering from hot flushes? Well, hot flushes is like the most famous superstar symptom of all, but not all women have them. So if you're not having hot flushes, it doesn't mean that you're not menopausal. It just means you're not having hot flushes. But if you are having hot flushes, then there are lots of things that you can do and that your employer can do. And obviously there is the desk fan. And most employers have plenty of those to give out. But if you're having cold flushes, then they are absolutely useless. If you're having panic attacks, then they are no good there either. So it's not a one size fits all. Okay, so let's get started on some of the other ones. Let's go back to those panic attacks. If you're having anxiety, depression, panic attacks, mood swings, all of those may require you to look at the potential of flexible working. That is not working from home. It's about understanding when things are at their worst and when you may need to step away from your desk, and incorporating that into your day so that you can work when you feel better and not when you don't. And that continues when we all, or if in fact you go back to your places of work. Now, if you are in a place of work, it is entirely reasonable to ask if there is a space for you to retreat to in order for you to gather yourself should you need to. Now, this is not the multi-faith room, the storeroom, or the first aid room. It is a pleasant, cool space for you to go and be on your own, not with a through traffic of people looking for the archive files. This is a different kind of space to that, and it's entirely okay to ask for something along those lines. If you are suffering from flooding or incontinence, a place where you can clean up is important. Now, not every organisation is going to have the ability to provide showers, but most definitely they will to provide female-only toilets. That it's a point of contention, especially if your organisation is trying to be completely inclusive and have gender-neutral toilets. But one toilet or one bank of toilets within the many is not too much to ask for, and to have sanitary products well stocked within there. And they are usable sanitary products, not the awful, oh my goodness, can you remember those Dr. White's towels with the loops on the end? Not those, and I have seen them. So reasonable and usable sanitary ware. You may also need, for hot flushes, flooding, incontinence, you may need space to have additional clothes. So you might need a bit more locker space when that happens. And also, if you're wearing uniforms, then you will need more than 2 versions of that. And that includes the healthcare workers, along with numerous other industries where people do wear a uniform. And it's unfair to expect women to just manage with 2, especially if they're not especially easy to clean or dry. And I'm thinking of those thick cotton, heavy starch uniforms. And also because you just want to clean up in the day and might be very aware of your body odor, which, by the way, can also change. And that, along with itchy skin, it can feel, it's called formication. It can feel like you've got insects crawling all over you. And if you suffer from that, maybe some of your uniforms just feel too uncomfortable. Okay, so there's also lots of other symptoms, but some of them are not directly impactful within an organisation. So you've got to think about the things that your organisation can do in order to provide support to you. If also one of the easy ones is having ready access to cold, clean, drinkable water. Now, for most places, that's absolutely the case. And in the UK, obviously, the tap, and most of Europe, the tap is a fabulous place for you to get the water, but that's not always the case. So having something like a water dispenser is incredibly useful, because one of the things that you need to do is ensure that you are drinking lots and lots of water to flush your system out. So which symptoms do you have? What additional adjustments do you need? And it's now time to write those down and think about it. If you're starting to take more sick leave than you would have before, it's time to ask for that to be considered under one umbrella instead of lots of unique days, because very, very quickly you will be called into HR. So you need to start to think about it as one condition and having all of your sick days looped underneath that umbrella. You also may need to go to your GP to get it verified that you are menopausal and that you are suffering from the symptoms that you have. Okay, so now we've gone through all of that. The next video is about how you frame this so that it is a professional and positive conversation. So join me next time. Make sure that you click the subscribe button so you get the next video whenever it comes out, and that if you leave me some comments, I love to hear what you have to say, and I will see you soon.